Hey guys, how you doing? As you know from the past, I do a lot of experiments, but I don't want to just do them for me. I'd like to share them with you guys. So we're gonna do one today that I read in a food blog, and I didn't believe it, so I have to try it out for myself. So we've done tips like garlic, how to peel garlic, and corn on the cob, how to cook it and have it slide out without any of that hairy stuff on it from the corn from the ear. So today we're doing a steak experiment. Before we get started, I just want to remind you guys that I got two series going on. One on social media and one how to get started on YouTube. The links are down below, all right? But in the meantime, come on in close. Let me explain this experiment. Okay, the experiment is this. When defrosting meat, I don't think it's just beef. I think they referred to beef in this tip. But the tip was to take a tablespoon of balsamic and pour it on top of your steak, or they recommended on a steak when you're defrosting it. And as it defrosts, the balsamic will tenderize the steak. So we're going to find out if it makes a difference or not. Put a tablespoon on one steak and not on the other. All right. So as you can see, I flipped over this steak. It's still frozen solid, but you can see. Okay, and then I'm going to flip this one over. I don't want the water rinsing it off affecting this experiment. So I'm going straight to the balsamic. You can now see both steaks. They're frozen solid. All right, and then we're going to apply the balsamic. This is just basic balsamic vinegar you get at the store. So my thoughts are this. Before we start the experiment, my thoughts are, isn't the balsamic vinegar just going to run right off the frozen steak and kind of drizzle onto the plate? I don't know. I'm going to try and keep it on top, okay? So bear with me. Have you ever had aged balsamic vinegar? It's absolutely amazing. So I love balsamic. I'm going to put it right on here. You ready? We put it on slow so we try and keep as much on top as possible. That's not bad. I'm pretty happy with that. You guys like that? All right, so we're going to leave it just like that. As it defrosts, the vinegar is supposed to, I guess, tenderize it or something. That's what the tip says. So, and it's supposed to be very flavorful. If you like balsamic vinegar, I love it. The aged stuff is the best. So this is regular balsamic. Just for the experiment, don't want to spend too much money, right? That aged stuff is expensive. All right, just to give you an update. So I started watching this steak here. Now, I will tell you I made an alteration. I added another tablespoon of the balsamic vinegar, okay? The reason why was started looking and just this one little spot, little strip, had balsamic sinking into the meat. And I thought, that's not cool. We need a little bit more. So when we taste this after we cook it, we can taste anywhere in this section to see if it affected the meat. If I have to, I can shrink wrap this with balsamic if it works. If this experiment works, I'm going to be doing that very often. This looks really good. This steak is still frozen. I just poked at it, and I will take a little temperature thing to it to make sure that it fully defrosts. We're just leaving this here. So all I did was add one more tablespoon. So there's a total of 2 tablespoons on the steak. And we're just kind of leaving it right there. It's kind of sitting in it too, so it kind of ran off over time. But it's going to be interesting. See if this works. We're going to put a little salt and pepper, and that's it. Your basic seasoning. Okay. Take a pinch of salt. A little bit on this side. A little bit on that side equally. There we go. Okay, a little pepper. A lot of pepper. A lot of pepper. There we go. We'll do the same on the other side. We're going to cook these 4 minutes each side, and then flip it 4 minutes each side in some butter and oil. Make sure we got a flame. Yep. Always check your flame. Some people leave the gas running, they don't even realize it, and then a spark happens, the whole house goes up in flames. Here's a little oil. Let that all melt and blend together. Wow, you can see it got in on the other side too. Wow, it's really cool. All right. I'm standing here watching these steaks cook, and you know what? I don't care about this experiment anymore. I want to bite into one of those steaks. Okay, once we're done cooking these at 4 minutes on this side, we're going to, oh, beautiful. That's a lot darker because of the balsamic vinegar, the sugars in the balsamic vinegar. Okay, so we decided the best thing to do was cut in the middle of each one and just take a strip of meat because that's where it was marinating, it was right in the center. That one looks kind of rare. And it's weird because I did like 4 minutes on both sides on medium, but that looks very rare. Very delicious. That's how I like my steak. Brown on the outside, tender on the inside, delicious. Let's see how this did. Take a look at that. Yeah, that's also rare. All right, beautiful. So they were cooked equally. You saw it. Same pan, same heat, same everything. All right, you guys ready? We're going to try this out. They both smell amazing. So let's first try one without the balsamic vinegar. This has the balsamic vinegar that was sitting on it the whole time it was defrosting. First of all, the one that had balsamic tastes amazing. There's so much flavor through the meat and everything. As for tenderness, it's a complete lie. That's why we do these tests. It did not make it more tender than that one. That one's just as tender as that one. There was no difference other than flavor. Whoops, excuse me. My mouth's watering now because it's so good. But if you want a good flavor, you want to marinate as a defrost, that'd be great. Put it in a Ziploc bag, put a little balsamic vinegar in there. It tastes amazing with balsamic vinegar. Try to get some aged balsamic vinegar if you do, okay? I love you guys. This is a complete failure. This does not work. Really bugs me when food blogs claim something. I've done it. I've screwed up. I've claimed things on this show that weren't true way back in the day, 12 years ago. So that's why we do these experiments, all right? I love you guys, and I will see you on the next episode.